Hey Swanky fans, it's Courtney and Danielle. We wanted to make a video for you guys and answer some of your questions that y'all have been asking us on our VIP page. We had made a post and said, ask us anything you want, and if we post your question, then you'll win, one of these prizes, and we've been answering them all week long, and we thought it might be fun to make a video and answer some of them live. So we are going to do that. Danielle, you got your first question?
Yes. Okay. Jennifer asks, do you have experience in merchandising or retail, fashion, marketing degrees, etc., or just a couple ladies who love fashion and started it all? Yes, actually. I have a degree in fashion merchandising, and I worked for Nordstrom and a few other retailers for a long time. I wanted to be a buyer, and so I'm actually getting to do that. My parents paid for something that's actually happening, so yay! And Courtney has, go ahead.
I do not have a degree in it. I have a degree in cosmetology, which is the beauty industry, which is somewhat hand in hand. But I did work in retail for years. I'd worked in retail and sales of all kinds, actually. And then for, let's see, I don't know, after cosmetology school, I worked in a salon in Florida as the manager of a salon and spa. Never did actually do hair with my cosmetology license, but hey, who needs to do that? I did have my own little makeup business for a while after I had my first son. I was being a stay-at-home mom, and I just kind of did it on the side as like would go do weddings or photo shoots or something like that. It was called The Art of Beauty. Anyway, but that's sort of our background on that. Yeah. We just love fashion. So.
A lot.
Okay, my question, first one is from Allison, and she says, how did y'all meet? I love to tell this story.
Fate is how we met.
If you know us, then you know this story, so I apologize. You're going to have to hear it all over again. But I randomly went to lunch one day with one of my sweet friends named Jessica, and she was wearing this
Hey, Jessica.
She's now one of our most fabulous customers. But she was wearing this gorgeous ring, and I was just looking at it all through lunch, and I was like, where did you get that ring? I'm going to need that ring. And she said, oh, I went to a jewelry show from this jewelry company. And I was like, oh, I guess I won't get it. I've never heard of that company. And like 2 days later, one of our other friends, Keisha, hey Keisha, another great customer, put on Facebook that she was having a party for this jewelry company. And I was not even officially invited. She just like, not that she like excluded me, but I mean, she just like put it out there, And I was like, hey, do you mind if I come to your jewelry party? Because there's something I actually really want. So I show up, and Danielle is like the
jewelry lady.
The jewelry lady, yeah. And so she does the show, and at the end of the show, I'm like, hey, I want to do a show. And so she came over to my house to talk to me about doing the show, and by that point, I had already decided that I also wanted to sell jewelry. So I ended up signing up in this wonderful company under her, and so we got super close, super quick, just because we were like at trainings and conferences, all these events and everything all the time together. And then we ended up getting pregnant at the same time. We had our babies 3 weeks apart, and we've just kind of been best friends ever since. And that was almost 6 years ago. So,
wow. Our anniversary.
I know, our anniversary's coming.
Okay, the next question is from Megan. Hi, Megan. And she asks, when is your next truck show? Well, we actually have a couple coming up. The first one is, February 28th?
First one's February 27th, which is a Saturday in Wichita Falls.
Yes, that one's in Wichita Falls. So all of you Wichita Falls ladies and any of your friends, come out to that. The address is on the event. We have posted it on our page, so you can see that and say that you're going and invite your friends and do all that kind of stuff. And then the next one is actually here in Fort Worth. It's in like Old Town Keller, and that's the next day, the 28th. And I think it's from 2 to 4.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Don't quote.
Anyways, that one's in Keller, and we hosted a show back in December there, and it was probably our best show yet. So please come and see us there, because we will have all of our new spring stuff. We're getting spring stuff in every single day, and these are actually 2 new things that just came in. So yeah, definitely come out and see us. Tell your friends about it. Bring them. Bring everyone you know. It'll be so much fun.
And my next question is from Kylie. And she says, what did y'all do before you opened the boutique? And if it's not your full-time job, what do you do on the side? Well, we kind of went over that just a second ago. But really, both of us have been stay-at-home moms for years. So, I mean, like, our work history was kind of a long time ago. But before we started the boutique, we were doing that jewelry business together, and I had my makeup artist business for a little while. But as like right now, if we have full-time jobs, no, we do not, because the boutique is our full-time job. So many people have asked how many hours we work a week. I don't even know how to begin to add that up, because we don't sit down from 8 to 5 and work. Like, we get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I go send some invoices and I feed the kids breakfast and we get them off to school, and then we sit down and make a new post, and then a couple hours later we'll, you know, order new clothes, and then I'll go over to her house and we'll spend 5 hours shipping. It's all day and into the night. I don't even think that was the question. But basically, yes, this is our full-time job and we do not have time to do anything else on the side. So that's that. Thank you for your question, Kylie.
Okay, the next one I have is from Amanda, and she says, are your husbands big supporters of y'all's business? And this is a definite yes. I'm so thankful for both of our husbands. Shout out to Sean and Brett. They've helped so much. Brett actually built, for any of you that went to see us at Christmas Magic in Wichita Falls, our amazing checkout stand. It was beautiful. He made that for us, and he spent hours and hours and hours on it. We are so thankful for that.
Awesome.
We could not have done it without him. And Sean, my husband, he helps out in any way he can. He runs to the post office for me on days like today that I couldn't because my baby was sick. Or he'll sit down and package up orders with me when Courtney's out of town. And so yeah, you get a little love from my husband. But yeah, they're definitely super supportive in every way possible.
Yes, definitely. Okay, my next question is from Katie, and she says, how do you determine your pricing? Well, on the VIP group, if you're watching this video, you're on our VIP group, you've probably noticed that our boutique prices are considerably lower than what you pay for the exact same item at other boutiques. So in order for us to make that possible, it's kind of tricky whenever we shop, because we like to buy things within a certain price point so we can keep it really low for you guys. But on the other hand, we have pretty high quality standards, and you know, we don't buy cheap junk from other countries, and you know, all of that kind of stuff. Like, all of our stuff, we want it to be really high quality. We want it to last you guys. So it's kind of a hard question to answer. Our philosophy, I guess, or our, what's the word?
Oh, don't ask me.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say, so of course you don't know. What we like to do is price things just at what we would pay for them in a store, and we are both pretty extremely frugal. We like to coupon and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of our thing, is that, you know, we don't like to price anything higher than what we would personally pay for it. And sometimes that means, you know, if we're shopping and we find something that's really, really cute and we're like, oh my gosh, we would love to have this in our store, but the price point is a little higher than what we would normally spend, a lot of times we'll just get it anyway, and we just kind of, you know, we may not make very much off of it. You know, our prices are definitely at a lower point to where we're not profiting hugely, but we sell more because of that, and so it all kind of evens out in the end. So yeah, we just try to keep our prices low for our VIPs.
Okie dokie. My next one is from another Megan, and she says, what is your favorite part of owning a boutique? My favorite part is working with my best friend, and the fact that everything we do is fun. There's really not a whole lot that we do that I dread. Even if we have 100 packages going out, and we know that it's going to be hours and hours and hours, we're always laughing. We always have something going on, and it's hilarious, and I look forward to it. I really, really enjoy it. Like last week, she was out of town, and I had to work 2 days by myself, and it sucked. It wasn't near as much fun, because when you're doing something with someone you enjoy being around, it's totally fun. So, what was the question again? Favorite part? Do you have a favorite part?
I don't know. I mean, since we started the VIP group, I feel like our relationship has been very personable with a lot of our customers. A lot of them we've never even met, or some we've met a couple times at trunk shows or something, but we feel like we know you. And so many customers are regulars and order, you know, so frequently and stuff that we feel like we know their style. And, you know, something will come in and we'll be like, oh, you know, Tammy ordered this in a medium, but this one's a little big. I think she could take a small, you know? And so we can, like, I don't know, sort of customize what you might actually want or need. You know, when we're shopping, we'll be like, oh my gosh, this looks just like Heather. You know, and just people that we really don't even know at all, but we kind of feel like we know our customers a little bit through that, and so that's kind of special to have that relationship. So, my next question is from Heather, And she says, I could be wrong in assuming, but do you guys have kids? Besides coffee, what helps you keep focused and energized? I know you guys do some late night packing for orders. That's true. We do have kids. Between the two of us, there's 5. I have 2 boys who are almost 8 and 4 years old.
And I have 3. I have how old is it? 6, 4, and 2-year-old. Sorry. A little boy and 2 girls.
Yeah. So we are very, very busy with those kiddos. As far as what keeps us energized, it's pretty much just the coffee. That's pretty much what it is.
Lots of coffee, yogurt,
cereal. Bowls of cereal at night. Yeah. We basically live off
leftovers from the night before.
Cereal. Yeah. Whenever we work late at night. Right now, luckily, we're not having to do that as much. When it's like around pretty much like October through December, we work
every day, all day long.
Into the night, midnight at least every night. Anyway, so yeah, lots of coffee, and like she said, we crack ourselves up. We're probably such dorks. We always say, like, if there were hidden cameras, people would be thinking that we were nuts, but, you know, you get delirious and tired at some point.
Yes, for sure. Okay, my last question is from, I hope I'm saying this right, Leah. How many orders would you guess that you get every week? That's a good question, Leah. It really just varies. Sometimes we'll get, I don't know, I go more off of days. I would say maybe like 20 a day would be probably low. And then a higher day would be, I don't know, what would you say, like?
Maybe 70?
Yeah. So whatever that is times 7.
Yeah.
We do shipments on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Yeah. And so I would say the average, like a low day would be 40 packages, and then some days we've done up to over 100 in a day. So I don't know, it just kind of varies. But we're so thankful for it, so keep us moving.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're not complaining.
We love it.
Coming. And my last question is from Kristen, and it says, who came up with the name Swanky Chic? I love it. Where do y'all store all your merchandise? Well, we really don't remember who came up with Swanky Chic, which is a darn shame.
I know.
We used to have, we had a list where we were, writing down possible names, and we would scratch them out and put things in.
We wanted chic to rhyme with boutique.
Yes. And it doesn't really matter because everybody says chick, so...
If you've seen the other
There's
video.
that. If you've seen our other video, then you'd know that. Anyway, we'll take it, whatever. Swanky Chic, Swanky Chick, whatever you want to call us. So we really don't know the answer to that question. Mm-hmm. Somewhere, unless it's gotten thrown away, then we have a list of our old potential names.
If I touched it, it was thrown away. If
yes.
she touched it,
it's in a drawer somewhere. And then where is all of our merchandise? It used to be at my house. It used to be in my guest room. But we outgrew that big time, and now it's at Danielle's house. She has this gigantic, friggin' 400 square foot room upstairs or something. So we moved it, and so now we used to work here all the time, and now we work there all the time. So,
but it works out because the kids can play.
Yeah.
There's TV for them. They have the whole house, and it's nice that we're in one central location because we were contemplating having to get a location outside of our houses, and we are so thankful that we didn't have to do that because it would be chaos if we had our kids at an actual office or warehouse or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Anyway, so hopefully we clued you in a little bit as to who Swanky Chic is and who we are, and we are going to be answering a few more questions over the next few days, and then honestly we're probably going to go back even just after the contest ends. There were so many good questions that we were dying to answer. Yes. So we're probably going to go back in on the feed and just reply to everybody's questions anyway, even though the contest is over, and just kind of clue everybody into the answers on what they were wondering about. So.
Yep.
Anyway.
So keep the questions coming if you have any.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
So,
bye.